You lovely people out there, I have a story to share with you tonight. It's too late to film. I don't care. I just set up my lighting right here and I'm doing this video anyways because I really wanted to film it, still feeling this super cool energy due to what has happened today or tonight. So, let me share this with you right here, right now. This is a story of immense, huge human connection, which even I'm like a huge supporter of, open communication and go up to people and talk to them and be, open minded. And still, I'm like, oh, this is so cool, like almost unbelievable. So, here's what happened. Um, I had previously read an article on LinkedIn from a guy named Michael Alejandro Mansur, and reached out to him to tell him that his article I thought was really interesting, but I also thought that he had left out some of the deeper parts of his story, right? And that I would love to hear more about his story, because I think that's actually the part that really defined him. He then later told me, yeah, that's actually the part he wasn't ready to share with the world yet, but he would love to still have a call and just have a chat with me. And he would be able to share, more over the phone. And so I'm sitting here in Brussels, he's sitting over there in Miami. We struggled for a few days to kind of make the different time zones match, and then things happened. And finally, tonight, we managed to talk. I was planning to have like a 15-20 minute call. We talked for like 1.5 hours at least. It was absolutely mind-blowing. So basically, two people, strangers, meet due to common connections on LinkedIn, get in touch. One reaches out, hey, let's talk. The other one's like, yes, let's talk. And it so happens that these two people are both super open and willing to share their stories. So what happened with Michael tonight is that he shared in a really vulnerable and like authentic way. He shared the details of his story with me, which I'm not gonna share with you right now because that's his thing, and I find that's personal. What I want to share with you is just that there's been struggle, there's been pain, and there's been challenge in his life over the past months. And after that, I shared with him my story of how I had quit my job last year, and the pain that I had gone through and the things that I had to overcome to get to where I am today, being super fulfilled and happy, and working on something I love, such as making this video. And basically, just by the fact that we opened up in a super honest way, we couldn't stop talking. It was so amazing, and I'm just amazed about how two people, at totally different ends of the world, they can just be like, hey, yeah, let's give me a call, and then we interact in a way that's so human. I just feel like I've got a really good friend over there now, and I really do hope he feels the same, right? And it just filled me with energy, this conversation, and we just had like sharing moments. And after that, since he's been in the social media business for a while, he kind of gave me a few tips and all, so he really wanted to help. So why am I burning to share this story with you? Because I know and have witnessed, and I keep feeling nowadays how people out there are almost afraid of engaging with other people and with strangers. And over social media, it's something that creeps most people out to, reach out to someone you find inspiring and just be like, hey, what you wrote there, that is so cool. Like, tell me more. And then you just engage with the person. And by the way, you don't need social media to do that. You can do that in everyday life. You could just go to an event, a party. You can even just go to a park, or you can just go to work. And whoever you meet and you find they have something inspiring, they say something that you're like, oh, that's interesting. Just open up to them and be like, hey, that's cool. Let's talk more. You seem interesting. And then, like, this huge conversation can be born out of it. There might be people, as Michael said, we talked about this tonight in the call, and he said, yeah, you know, there are people out there that are not so open to an authentic and vulnerable conversation where you just open up and you talk to the person as if you had known them for, you know, years. But it's actually this level of sharing that creates this human connection that everyone is craving so much. And I'm so excited about this because what I keep telling people and what I keep preaching, it actually works. Like, this is a real life story about how this really works. And you know, we didn't reach out to each other, or we didn't engage because we wanted to talk work. We didn't want to talk, we didn't have an agenda. We were just curious about each other, and we just wanted to know more about the other human being that's behind, you know, behind that LinkedIn picture and behind that chat message. That's all you need to connect with someone. So I'm going to end this video by saying that I'm so grateful for Michael's openness when I reached out and said, hey, that's so interesting. For his openness to be like, oh my God, thank you so much for your message. And it seemed to me like he was saying, thank you so much for caring. And yes, totally, let's talk. I'd love to share. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for the conversation we had. I love the exchange. And we happen to be like on the same wavelength, and boom, awesome conversation. People out there, do more of this. I love it. I want more people out there to behave like that and to see the passion and feel the passion and the struggle and the challenge and like the life and the emotion in other people out there. And I want people to learn how to show those emotions and that vulnerability in a really authentic and genuine way. Because tonight's call is the proof that when you open up to someone, they open up to you, and you're connected like this. I could talk about this for hours, but I think I've already gotten the most important point across. So, I mean, if you know anyone who can benefit from this video, please do share it and spread the message of openness and authenticity with your friends and family and anyone who will enjoy it. If you enjoyed this video tonight, I'll be super happy to have a little thumbs up, especially if you want to see more videos like this. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe down here on the red button where it says subscribe, and you'll get little notifications when my new videos come up. Other than that, if you're not a YouTuber, you're an Instagram person, you can find me on Instagram as well. I'll put all the links down here in the description. I love you all. Keep being kind, spread love, and smile to the world. Lots of love.